Okay, let's see what's coming through for the Scorpios out there. Thank you so much for being here. This is for anyone who has prominent Scorpio placements in your birth chart. Let's see what is coming through for the group of Scorpios that I'm connecting with today. We're going to take a look at your personal energy, then go into your environment and get additional details for you guys. All right, Scorpio, what is coming through in your personal energy today at this time? Okay, you have the Page of Swords, the Ace of Wands. I'm feeling very curious, very inquisitive, going down a few rabbit holes, learning something. I don't know, it just seems like you're diving into a particular subject, into something that's been on your mind. All right, so this thing, whatever this is, has been on your mind lately. You are feeling really uh like there's a lot of energy around this concept, this thought process, this idea. Even it could be external, could be a lot of focus on a situation or circumstance that you're in, and it could be a lot of focus even on people, because I see the Three of Cups here. Sometimes this does signify energy that relates to people, usually acquaintances, friendships, siblings, cousins, things of that nature. But um, there's just a lot of energy around this right now. There's a feeling, there's an emotional tie, there's a sensitivity. I'm feeling someone being very like, what is this? Nurturing, like feeling that they are needing to nurture or mother uh, a group of people. We'll see what else comes through if the Queen of Cups comes through, or even the Six of Cups. But there could be some innocent, uh, pure energy around you, like children, or someone you deem as pure and innocent, really like good-hearted, of good nature. So I know this is you that I'm picking up on that is like this, or someone else in your environment that you have recently come across or started to get to know, that you see them as light, as bright, as pure. But yeah, you're getting to know something, and getting to know someone. This could even be a group of people that you may be associated with, or like a new network that you find yourself in. So there's a lot of celebration, positivity, the social scene is a focus as well. Wanting to visit, wanting to socialize, communicate, have conversation and laughter, things like that. It doesn't feel too heavy on your part at this time. We'll see what's coming through in the environment. I just think that you are lighting the fire within you at this time. Like, you want it to continue, you want to keep the fire lit. There could be some sensitivity as it relates to psychic ability I'm picking up on for you guys. Maybe your those abilities are enhanced at this time. You are coming together with a group of people to that have this type of mindset or these types of abilities. Even maybe you are new to the spiritual world, or new to the powers that you have, or something like that. I'm feeling, and it's just like you want to get to know them, you are learning about them. There's a messenger or a message coming through as well. I'm starting to pick up on that. This message comes with um like, it's not, how can I say, for whoever this is, there's a message, whether you're giving this message or somebody's giving you this message. But it just seems as though it comes through, you're curious about it, because it's not, it's very vague. All right, so I know this is going to be like a text message or something, but it I don't know, it catches your attention. However, it doesn't have all of the information, or it's vague, or it's not to the point, it's not direct, or maybe you don't even know who it's from. But there's something about a message here. Maybe you're trying to give a message. What is this feeling? I don't know. It's like there's a feeling of like, that something's in your environment, right? Like something's trying to get your attention. Something's trying to give you information. Information wants to come through, however that looks or feels, but you just have not been able to pinpoint it or tap into the truth of it or something like that. Like the lights are still dim as it relates to this point, this message, this communication that wants to come through. I don't know. It's like not reachable. Maybe someone is not reachable. Um, yeah, that's what it feels like. Like something wants to come through, but it can't, or it hasn't. Somebody is close to it. Somebody is ignoring it or ignorant to it, or um, has no idea. But there's a feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel that some of you know that someone wants to give you a message, or you want to give a message, something like that, but you cannot find it. I don't know. Maybe you're looking for like an old letter or something. You just can't find it. So you're very curious about this. We'll see. See what else comes through. So we're going to take a look and see what is in your environment. Usually these are the drivers, the energy that is driving your personal energy at this time. And this could be in the form of people, situations, circumstances. Scorpio, what is in the environment for the Scorpio, please? All right, you have the Nine of Swords. This card has been coming out a lot for different signs. What else? This is guilt, shame, fear. The Eight of Pentacles. The King of Cups. Someone in your environment may be stressing out that there's not enough work. Someone in your environment may regret something. At the same, I'm feeling regret. Like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. I feel like whatever this person did, the response to that on your part was fire energy. It's like you saw somebody do something and it just triggered this passion, this intensity, this sort of ferocious, like quick, overwhelming feeling, it feels like, which resulted in you doing something different. You taking a different approach, changing your mind. I'm feeling some of you changed your mind about something, and it was quick. And I don't know if like you have necessarily given this message of like the fact that you changed your mind, or you're doing something different, or you don't want this thing anymore, or something like that. Like something's changed. And I just don't know if you necessarily know exactly where you're going next, or how it's going to turn out next, but you know that you changed your mind. You know that something's different on your part, right? Like you don't have the same feeling for this thing anymore, or interest. Like your interest is now elsewhere. It's a new interest. It's something that it's like a simultaneous, like you saw something in someone else that they regret. At the same time, something new was entering the picture, and now it's like transition period. Okay. This thing, whatever this person did, has to do with work, has to do with their day-to-day routine. This person is a workaholic. This person works a lot. Okay, whether it's their day job, or just projects or things that they have going on. They try their best to stay calm, cool. They try their best to control their emotions. The King of Cups is a scorpionic energy. It represents the Scorpio. At the same time, I'm not connecting it with you. It could be. I don't know. But for the majority of you, I feel that this is someone else. If this is you, it's like somebody is in regret and you are trying your best to stay calm, cool, and collected and controlling your emotions, focusing on work. That could be the same concept for one person. If it is the other person, they're trying to get out of feeling shameful and regretful by focusing on work. By focusing on work, it helps them control their emotions. Either way, this person comes with an emotional attachment. There's a depth of feeling either that you have for them or they have for you. But work is related somehow. Okay, so we'll see what that's about. Let's go into more detail. We're going to do a 30-day reading just to see from the moment that you listen to this reading what you can anticipate and potential outcomes that may come through within the next 30 days or so. All right, what else for the Scorpio, please? If you like this reading so far or it resonates with you, please like the video, click the little like button. I would appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you there. All right, what's coming through for the Scorpio group that I am picking up on today? Scorpio. All right, so yeah, here we go with something new. Okay, so you have the Fool here. A new opportunity. You are diving into this thing, taking a risk, taking a plunge. Page of Emotions or Page of Cups. Very new energy when it comes to an emotional connection here. The basic interpretation of this, I'm feeling for the majority of you, is you are probably like no longer interested in a connection that you used to be in, and something is pushing you toward being out and about in the scene, and something happens where maybe you meet somebody or you come across someone's path here, but it's brand new. So far, there's no indicator that this is past energy. Feels very fresh, very new. But someone here is developing an emotional connection with another person here. Or it could be an emotional connection to a creative idea, something like that. You have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, and the Knight of Cups. So here, the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups, right? I mean, if we're dealing with somebody, this person's new. This person piques your interest. You're curious about them. You're in the beginning stages of just flirting, maybe getting to know them a little bit. There's some charming, a little bit of romance, maybe, how you two vibe, right? Like your vibe, your energy when you're speaking to one another, or, you're in each other's presence is very magnetic, but it's still light. It's still lighthearted. And I think that the both of you are equally interested. At the same time, there's some walls up. And I don't know if somebody has their wall up because of this situation that just happened. There's somebody else in the energy field here, or just past experience has created these defense mechanisms, or, just being cautious and protective of yourself. But with the Nine of Wands, it's telling me that you are in defense toward this lighthearted, emotional connection here. So this could be friendship as well with the Three of Cups, but it also can represent a romantic situation, just like a flirt, right? Just like someone new, a little crush, a little new person, not little new person. They don't have to be little, but like just a new person, like something that's light, something that's not serious. It's not serious, is what I'm saying. All right, what else? We'll get some clarifiers in a bit and see what more information we can get out of these cards, but let's keep going with this part of the spread. I feel like these boundaries or these walls are on either side, like for the both of you here. Like, yes, it's light. When you communicate with one another, you probably have the same humor. Like the type of humor that you both have is probably the same. You relate to them, you connect with them. Like there's a indirect bond, or when you communicate with them, like you don't have to use words, right? Like you know what they're thinking, they know what you're thinking, or something like that. It's like that type of energy. But even though this energy is present, there's still the more realistic parts of the both of you that are saying, like, okay, is this practical? Am I ready for something like this? Right? Is this right? Is this should I go and what is this, like, get to know this person a little bit more? Should I invest my energy, my effort, something like that? I don't know how practical this is. That therefore there's like a boundary, there's a wall. So maybe that wall will be broken later. I don't know, but at this time, that you're listening to this reading, or in the next week or two, that's how it's going to feel. And maybe that's what I was picking up on. You don't have all of the information because you're just getting to know this person, right? So the curiosity's there. The passion and the excitement and the enthusiasm to do it and to get to know this person is there, but there's still a lot to learn. What else for the Scorpio? Ooh. Okay. You have the Lovers. Here's the Lovers situation coming through. The Sun. Little blessing. Oh my goodness gracious. The Empress. I mean, it is really, really beautiful energy. I hope that the Scorpio I'm picking up on today is ready and is not letting anything, more so their own selves, block this opportunity. I'm putting these together. Judgment and the World coming in together. This is a big, big moment, right? I'm not here to scare anyone, but these cards in this row, this is like, we're thinking a 30-day period from the time that you're listening to this reading, this is like mid-month here. Okay, next 2 to 3 weeks. This is big energy forming. And there's a potential for this to unfold in some way, shape, or form. So it's important that, if you're taking this reading seriously, that you anticipate that. And that way you can navigate through these energies, at your best um, capability, right? But you have the Lovers, the Sun, the Empress, the World, and Judgment. This is just a fated moment, I'm feeling. I mean, you can't get around the fact that it is karmic. It is, and not karmic as in that typical, like, negative sense that, social media portrays the word karma, but as in, this is supposed to happen, right? This is destiny. This is part of the life path, part of this life journey for whoever I'm picking up on. this moment in time. We're always at the right place at the right time, even if it doesn't feel like that. Um, but some moments in our lives have a bigger impact than others. And I feel that for some of you, this is a time of your life where it is going to be of impact, right? And there is change here happening, which I felt from the beginning because you changed your mind. You chose another time, what is it? Timeline. There you go. You chose another timeline. You were on your way with this heavy, weird energy. And it was like, no, like in a blink of an eye, something happened. And you're like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going this route. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with this. I think this is just a coincidence. It's more of like, okay, this so happened to come in the right time at this time, but it's not the reason that you did not choose this. It's not right. Like it's not the catalyst. It's not what made you choose this over here. This just came through at the same time that you left this. And maybe the coincidence is the wrong word because I don't think that's the right word. I think it just is, right? Like I wouldn't overthink that. I would see what it's about, right? You can compartmentalize and separate what you're leaving and what you're going toward. They're two different things. Work on this when you're working on that. Work on this when you're working on this. But you're not, doing them together. Does that make sense? It's not. It's not. They're not the same thing. Whether they're people, situations, circumstances, whatever, they're not the same thing. They're separate. So treat them separately. Is my advice. By the time you get to this energy, you're all about it. Somebody here is all about it. You're feeling good. You're feeling beautiful, sexy, male or female here with the Empress. You have everything you need. Maybe I don't know, like I'm feeling money, I'm feeling prosperity, I'm feeling like great gratitude for the things that you have. Good health, and I mean, you just feel fresh and like a huge burden has been lifted off of you, right? Like here you're basking in your own frequency, your own power, but the sun and the lovers here is blessing something. You're just feeling really, really good. And it's time with the world and the judgment card here. It's so time for this to happen at this time of life right now for you. Um Close out cycles. I mean, I feel like this is already happening. Don't focus on closing things out. Okay? Let things be, right? There's no more by the time you get to this, I would recommend like the more you effort, energy, time spent in this thing, the less of this you're going to feel. This is here for the taking. You cannot completely indulge and immerse yourself in this new beautiful energy if you're still putting energy in this old thing. Okay? Like it's energy. It's not going to go together. It's not going to I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it belongs here anymore. So, with the world card, it is and it does talk about closing out cycles. Um but if you're still trying to get closure, you know, um tie up loose ends or whatever the case is, like that just means that you're still in it somehow. This cycle should be done by this time and you should be far away from it or turning your back toward it, right? Like going forward, going to your future, not to the past. But something tells you at this point that this is your indicator when you start to feel this blessed and beautiful and strong and healthy and abundant. Like you have everything you need, you're grateful for your life, you're in this new love for yourself, love for your life, love for the things around you, your environment, whatever it is. That's your indicator that you're in the new timeline. You're in the new timeline by that point. Hold on to that energy, bask in that energy. When you identify that and you become aware of it, that moment that you feel the gratitude, stop. Stop in your tracks. and feel, like really feel the grace, the gratitude, right? Really feel the light, really feel the blessing here, and tell yourself, feel that you are in a new timeline. That's the truth. That's like when you can solidify it. If you feel gratitude one day and you feel like you wake up one day and it's like an awesome day, you have great energy and all the things, but you just let it pass without taking a moment to appreciate it, then it might just pass and it won't be as beautiful, as serious, as important of a moment. All right. So that, I don't know why I'm feeling that, but that's how I feel about these cards. And there may be a day where you wake up and you just know you're somewhere else now. All right. What else? Get another row for the Scorpio. Yep. I've been waiting for that card to come through. So you have Death. Also, this is a conscious effort. Just because you wake up that day and you feel super great and you take a moment to appreciate, it doesn't mean that the work is done. It's a conscious effort to continue down that timeline, to continue down that path, to create new habits, new behaviors, and to sit in and adjust yourself into this new way of living or this new part of yourself that you have currently, learned that you have or tapped into. You also have the Page of Pentacles and the Devil. The Devil's also been coming out lately. And the Emperor. Guys, like seriously, this is a big time. You're dealing with whether this is a part of yourself or someone else, but you're dealing with a really strong presence. All right, whoever this is, whether this is like your literal job and your employer or someone in your life who has and exudes a strong personality, strong presence. This could even be an aspect of you. I love the Emperor. And don't get me wrong, I love the Devil too. It's one of my favorite cards because it does talk about power, right? Sovereignty, our right to be authentic completely ourselves, right? No matter how that is perceived by our environment, by society, by the outer world, right? Like when you're sitting in the Devil energy and the Devil is at its most positive, you are strong. You're standing strong in your convictions. You know who you are, what you want, what you're doing. But it does come with an element of maybe what you're doing is not going to be received right by others. Okay. But the Devil and the Emperor here together is telling me right off the bat, power plays, ego, control, right? Somebody wants the power, somebody wants the upper hand, somebody wants to win, somebody wants to be in control. More than anything, be in control. I don't know if this is you or someone else. There, next to the Page of Pentacles, these huge cards here, Death, the Devil, Emperor, and you have a little Page of Pentacles in the middle. This Page of Pentacles, whatever that is going to be overpowered by these three cards, by this energy. You may miss an opportunity for something tangible because of ego, power, control. The Death card implies change. The Death card implies something to end, so something can be born again. Something new can be born. And I think someone here is trying their best to overpower that process with old attachments, with power plays, power moves. We'll see what this page represents. This is an opportunity for something tangible, like I said. All right. Let's see. What else? We're going to start to get some clarifiers here. go into more detail. If you like the reading and relate to it in any way and you want more specific personal guidance or information, my email address will be in the description of the video. You can email me and we'll set something up. All right, what is the Fool? Where are you going here with the Fool? You're not sure still. The opportunity to move forward is here. The opportunity to take the leap onto this new thing is here. But you are weighing out your options. Yeah, it's like, is this really what I want? Is this really the thing? You know, whatever this is. The star talks about our hopes, our dreams, our wishes. It also talks about health. It talks about esoteric knowledge or galactic, like universal knowledge, right? But bringing it down to the personal, to the individual. You know, when we look up at the sky, we wish upon a star, right? Like that feeling that you get. It's always a feeling of hopes and dreams and something that, you know, may seem unattainable. And it's like, if only I had this thing. So someone here is presented with an opportunity to go into something like that, to move into that type of reality, opportunity, whatever it is. And they know it. With this, I'm thinking this is you, right? Like, you know that this could be your star. But you're second guessing it and you're weighing out the options. What is that saying? I'm getting all of a sudden this meme that I saw once. It's something like, your comfort zone will be the death of you. Like, something like that. Like, when we stay the same forever, what, like, like, what happens? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, right? Like, until the universe comes and just crashes into our face and, you know, we have no choice but to change. And a Scorpio obviously does not want to not have control of the change. But at the same time, it's really hard for the Scorpio to change, which is so crazy because you're ruled by change, or you rule change. Anyway, so yeah, it's just, should I, shouldn't I type of thing. What is the Page of Cups? This new emotional connection comes with truth, clarity, solid understanding of what this is. This has integrity, whatever this is. This is that pure light, right energy I was picking up on. Whatever this is true, is real. At the same time, cautious, practical, rational, takes their time. It's time. If it is a person, you have the Ace of Cups at the bottom. What is the Nine of Wands? This is something that has taken a long time to happen and to manifest, but it's because it needed to take its time in order for it to be done the right way. Trying to get away and put those boundaries down. Good. What's the Knight of Cups? Here's that work energy again. This may be two people. Just because I'm getting this work card and this burden, this feeling is coming through in here. Somebody is using their charisma, their charm, something like that. Working really hard at it. Working really hard. at coming across interested, charming, romantic, saying the right thing, the right time, looking good, smelling good, trying to create an emotional bond, a reaction out of you or you them. But it's taking a lot of energy out of them to do that. Either they're working a lot and everything that they're working on is just piling up on them. They feel exhausted. They feel like there's so much on their shoulders, so much on their plate, that they don't have a lot of time to play or be in a connection, be in a, I don't know. There's something about that. One more. What is the Knight of Cups? Whoa. Here's the Emperor. This is why it's important when you're doing readings like this that you use different decks. I mean, the decks talk to you. When you use one deck for a big reading like this, you're not really going to get the truth because you're just going to be using different cards, right? Like when you get the same cards coming through, that's a message there. Anyway, yeah, so this Knight of Cups is associated with this Emperor down here. This Emperor is close to that Devil. What did I say earlier about this person? There you go. That's your truth. That's your message. All right. Let's go into the Lovers. This energy is very different from this energy. Not the same. This is a charmer. This is the right, I'm going to say and do the right things to keep and to get what I want. This is innocent with the Page and new. But this one comes with truth. This one comes with integrity. You're trying to get away from being so defensive either way, no matter what. This Knight comes with control mechanisms, power plays, using the Knight of Cups energy, the charming energy, the romanticizing and all of that to their advantage. This is what their strategy is. The Emperor will always come with strategy. The Emperor is the leader of the military, right? Like that sense of, or that concept of, it's always a strategy. Okay, no matter like whatever they're out to get. Anyway, coming back, the Lovers. I'm so sorry. I also want to say that at some point, I think this Emperor is getting tired of it, though. All right, like they're getting tired of putting in all this work, whatever that means. The Lovers. All right, well, I'm going to take it, but this is a little bit of wishy-washy here for me. The Ace of Wands, which is the Ace of Wands. Super enthusiastic and excited and passionate. Ooh, Page of Wands. Ace and Page. Very similar energy. This is making me feel like someone may be treating a connection and approaching it like immaturely. Okay? There's childlike energy here, and it could be like innocence that I was picking up on earlier. At the same time, even if there is a pure innocent energy to it, it may show itself elementary, like childlike, like how can I say, like when you're in elementary and somebody has a crush on you and they're mean to you. That's how you know that they have a crush on you, because they're mean to you, right? Something like that. Or just maybe very inexperienced, doesn't know how to conduct themselves in a relationship or in a courtship, because I don't feel that this is very relationship oriented. I feel it's more like getting to know somebody, like dating. So yeah, they may come across like that. I don't know if you may like it, because there's the Two of Cups here. This is a connection. For the majority of you, this is definitely a romantic prospect, because you have the Lovers and the Two of Cups clarifying it. And it excites you. It lights the fire. Maybe it's been really like dark where you've been, or with the person that you've been with, and all of a sudden this is like fresh new energy, which I've been picking up on right since the get-go. But I don't know, it just seems a little immature. And not to say that this person or this thing is not right. It could be right, but at the moment it's playful, which is fine. The Sun, what's the Sun? The Tower. Okay, yeah. So some of this playful energy is going to result in a predicament, in a situation here. I don't know. Maybe it's just part of the process of getting to know this person or this thing. You just want to be careful, how when you see a perceived red flag in someone, how are you going to respond to that? It's like, and I know that the Scorpios are good at this, right? Like, it's one thing to know a person's action, right? Like, what did they do? What did they say? But the real thing here is, what's the intention? Where did it come from, right? If something comes up that surprises you, and it has to do with either your own or someone else's behavior, and it catches you off guard, the cards are saying, try your best to control your temper, control your emotional reaction, and see where it's coming from. It could be projection, it could be insecurity, it could be a trauma response. This is coming from someone's lack of experience and awareness about a certain behavior that they exude, that they have within them. They don't know how to, they're not aware enough. They're not aware of it to be able to control it, to change it, to work with it, whatever the case is. So there's a behavior, low level behavior that happens that, maybe it's part of their personality or something like that. But they have not had the opportunity to identify it, become aware of it, work on it, heal it, right? So there's something around that. Okay. But the Sun is here to bring light to this character flaw. And it is a matter of controlling an emotional reaction to it as best as you can, because it's going to catch you off guard. So something to keep in mind here. All right, let's go into the Empress. What is the Empress? This reading is pretty long. You have the Ace of Swords again. The Empress is saying, I know what I want. The Empress is saying, just give me your truth, whatever it is. The Empress is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Here is the regret that the person was feeling. The Empress is going to receive the truth, the explanation, the reason. The Empress is going to see the light, see something clear around this card, this energy, which is someone's regret. But there's a stubbornness that's coming through here as well with the Four of Pentacles. This is probably going to be an opportunity for reconciliation, for apology, whatever the case is. Somebody is stubborn here, though. One more for this. Someone's like, I've made up my mind. I've made up my mind. At this point, maybe in the beginning, like the next week or two, you're back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, go down this path or whatever? By the time you get to this energy, you get the truth of someone's regret, whatever they did. And it's like, no, this is where you solidify that choice that you make to go toward the new thing, the new path, the new timeline, which is great. That's what I was saying. Like, this energy, you don't have to be back here anymore, because the world and the judgment card are here, like pushing you to move forward. Whether you're doing it on your own or not, the universe is here. To help you to do that. Anyway, the world and the judgment. What is this? Ace of Wands. Something saying, like, I feel that the world, this moment is telling somebody, like, hold on. One moment before I deliver that message. I just want to make sure I'm right. What else for the world and judgment? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you've made your decision here. Look at all this. Look at all of this fire. Fire, 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 fire. Queen of fire. Like, it's everywhere. And I'm not surprised. I mean, you are Mars ruled. But geez, so much passion here. You've overcome something. This was an obstacle. It came through powerful. It came through like giving you or showing you your strength, showing you your power, showing you the possibility for like passion again in a relationship, even like what that feels like to feel that for someone or something, whatever it is. I mean, it ignited the fire. Your Queen of Wands came out, male or female, if you're male or female. And it's like, I'm making this change, right? Like, burn it all. The Queen is like, burn it all. Fuck it. I'm moving forward. And overcoming the situation. There's choice. There's conviction. There's, you're taking a stance. You're acting on it. You're following through. You're doing what you say you're going to do. What is death? Empress. The Empress, this moment changed everything. Yeah. And you were connected to your higher self here. You knew that this was the right thing to do. You knew at this point that's what you needed to do. There was no doubt within you. Super powerful. Page of Pentacles. Here's the Strength card. The World card. So strength came through, clarifying the sun when this moment of realization and someone's behavior showed itself. For some of you, this Knight of Cups and this Page of Cups, like the Page of Cups is you, the Knight of Cups is someone else. They're charming, they're trying to charm their way in, and it comes off very childlike, and you see something out of nowhere. You see the truth. It's like a big moment, though. It's not just a little like realization. This is a big realization, and I feel like for the most of you, you're seeing it with your own eyes. Um, so the Empress comes through and it's just like, no more, you understand why, you understand where it's coming from, the character flaw, like I said. But it's like, enough is enough. I can't take this anymore. I can't do this anymore. And, like I said, you burn it all. You close it out, right? Like, it's done. You're moving forward. You're going through a transition moment at the end of this whole situation, but you knew it was for the best. And this is your opportunity to close a pattern. The Page of Pentacles is coming through as an opportunity, as a moment in time for you to say and be who you are. I'm feeling that for some of you. Like, be authentic, be true to you. I think we always have the opportunity to do that. In every second that we are alive, there's always that opportunity to be true to you, to ourselves, to who we are, to be authentic. And maybe for some of you, you have struggled with that. Maybe being in this relationship or connecting with this person has changed you, or you feel that you have not been able to be yourself. And maybe you see that as a pattern, as something that's like you're done with, right? Like you're tired of going down that path. So when this happens, somebody here is, like I said, it feels really strong in their conviction and taking their stance and just saying, like, enough is enough. I'm not going to be that way anymore. This is who I am. This is what I want. And that's the opportunity. Therefore, the devil may come across as, like I said from the beginning, the devil in the highest form. We are standing firm in who we are, but that may not be taken and received by other people, right? But you're saying, like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, I'm tired of being someone I'm not, just for the sake of making someone else happy or keeping the peace or something like that. What is the devil? Yeah, burn it down, right? Tower. Here's that Knight of Cups over here. Remember, for some of you, this Knight is associated with this Emperor. This Emperor was associated with the devil. The Lovers. Eight of Cups. Three of Cups. Taking control. Yeah, I mean, there could be a lot of back and forth. There could be a lot of, maybe some arguments or some conversations around this whole situation, really. But I don't know. I feel like if you are calling someone out on their devilish behaviors or whatever, it's going to come out as a shock. It's going to come off as a shock. Okay, someone may have their defenses up at that point. And I'm also feeling, for some of you, you have your own devilish behavior. It's like somebody shows their true colors and you accept it and you're like, okay, we're done or whatever. But then there's an opportunity for you to sort of like show your side, like your Knight of Cups. Like, in other words, this whole time the other person was acting this certain way, but there's like a secret or like something that you have done as well. I don't know who that's for. But either way, the Emperor, I mean, somebody is just like, okay, like taking control of where they want to go and what they want to feel, where they want to be. They want a real connection. They're going toward that. They want to feel loved, accepted, seen, valued, cherished, wanted. They want it to feel happy and, reciprocal and, I don't know, just fresh new energy getting out of this slump here with this person or this situation, if that makes sense. All right, let's see what message guidance the universe has for you. This is the Sacred Geometry Oracle. I hope this helps somebody out there. Let me know how this goes if you're inclined. I'm curious. Oh, yeah, here's that fire again. Sacral chakra. This is like something's brewing. Something is brewing within you. Like you want to explode. Like it's a pressure cooker. Anyway, the frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Beautiful. This fire that's brewing within you, it's going to put you in a different timeline, in a better situation, and you're going to be able to take advantage of the power, the creativeness, the ability to burst, right? Like show who you really are, show up in your most authentic self, and start to, by doing that, by being true to who you are and not suppressing, then you're going to start to attract the things that belong to you, that are aligned with you and your frequency at this time. But because there's suppression or somebody is not able to be that way yet, it's like something's missing, right? Like I'm not where I want to be. I don't feel happy. I don't feel how I want to feel. I'm not attracting the opportunities that I want to attract. And that's a lot of that happens when we, as every human here, suppress ourselves, because that means that we are not aligning with who we truly are externally, right? Like if we're not standing strong in who we are, how do we expect to attract the life and the opportunities that are aligned to us? I hope that makes sense for some of you, for somebody. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I really enjoy reading for you. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want a personal reading, send me an email. Check out your rising sign, your moon sign. Again, thank you for your time. I hope this all works out, and we will see you on the next one.